Everyone, and how's it going? So this video is focused on the phase 2 of DA and BOA, Business Operations Associate and Data Analytics Associate. So what happens in your case study? You will be given 1 hour, okay? In this 1 hour, your examination can be held at 7 o'clock in the morning. It's also you will have a big case study. A situation will be given to you of a company, like there's a car company that wants to come to India and it has competitors like this. If it is electric vehicles, then these are its competitors. Then how many years before it will start gaining profit in the country, how much investment they require if they want to sell these many cars, then what will be the break even conditions. For DI and POA, this case study is very quantitative. You have to be very fast at your calculations. At the same time, you should keep thinking that when the interviewer will ask me the same question during the interview, and how will you explain that? Why did you use this approach? How did you come to the solution? Right? There sometimes can be options to the answers which are not. You can select any of those, and they are not entirely correct or wrong. So in those conditions, you have to do that. At the same time, you should prepare the topics like data interpretation, sales, profit and loss, all these concepts, or some business topics like what is, market percentage, market revenue, yearly revenue, running revenue. All these things terms you should know, because they won't be given in that case study. At the same time, you should know that when you have solved this, like if you're given 1 hour, then in the 1 hour itself you have to take the pictures of your stepwise solution that you have done in your notebook, and yet then you have to after clicking pictures, you have to upload that on their portal. So you have to manage your time very carefully in this one. It's a 1 hour long case study, and when you'll come to the interview for like 30 to 40 minutes, your interview will be based on the case study itself, like the questions that how more you could have done, what other things, what other approach you can do if not this approach. uh, so for case study discussion, like it happens in the technical interview itself. For BTSA, it is SQL and join everything is important. But for BOA and DA, it is important, like in general, that you sound smart and strong. It can happen to you that your interviewer, is not, it sounds like, okay, yeah, and what's going on. But you should sound really good. You should sound completely professional and energetic, because that will impress your interviewer. Always keep in mind the skills they are targeting here, like your time management skill, as they give you just 1 hour. Your attention to details, this is very important. ZS Associates particularly focuses on this skill, attention to details. Then analytical skills. Then because ZS Associates focus deals with a lot of data, and there is a great potential of committing a small mistake here and there. That is why attention to details is important. Then these are some of the links that you can use for your preparation for your case studies, right? You'll find these links also in the description. During the tech interview, the first question that he'll ask you is, tell me something about yourself, and you have to be very detailed and descriptive. This tech interview is not only for BTSA but for DI and BOA also, right? So tell about the place you come from, how many years you have been living in that place. Then you can tell about the projects you have done. When you're telling about your project, mention in a few lines, like the key things, like कि approach क्या था, like why did you make that project? What was the fancy part? Like you earned some revenue, you reached these many uh, clients, or you can say if it was like some kind of image compression algorithm, so how much was its efficiency? You compress the image by 12%, 15%, that those things you should mention. And you can also mention like you reached up to the regional level, the competition was organized by IIT Bombay. So all those impressive parts you should tell. You should not go into the boring details like it took you these many details. It was very hard and difficult. You put in so many. Don't tell these things. Sound very clear, crisp, detailed, but if you're telling details, then those should be interesting ones. He want to listen that, those kind of things. Like also prepare a question for your interviewer that will impress him, right? Then the evidence-based interview when you have. So in place of HR interview, you have evidence-based interview. Whenever you will be you in this round, you'll be asked a lot of questions based on your resume, like the projects that you have done, also about like the participation in different competitions that you have. But why it is called evidence based interview is because whatever you mention, whatever you tell them, they will ask you for a kind of evidence for the same. By evidence I mean, like, if you tell them that you have done a CATIA course or AWS course or SolidWorks course, then you should always present them with a kind of evidence for that, right? There can be a few unstructured problems that can be asked to you based upon your CV. A few more brain teasers that you can solve from Geeks for Geeks. Puzzles can be asked to you. Guesstimates again can be asked to you. Then uh, at the same time, anything that you mention, you have to tell that why you are good at it. Like you have done a internship in Katia, then okay, they can say, yeah, you are really good at Katia. That is why it is called evidence-based interview. Then in this case also you should have a counter question for everything and prepare a question for the interviewer also. So that will conclude your interview for the ZS Associates for DA and BOA. Uh, Thank you for watching the video. That's it for this one.